My beautiful, beautiful Virgos, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to this general love reading for you. This one sort of focuses on, do you hold on? Do you let go? Do you cut those ties? What do you do? So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you look at the reading and then based on the guidance that you get from the universe, you can then make a decision based on what it is that you're going to do. So welcome to this reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energy, immediate future. We're going to clarify, and at the end of the reading I'm going to draw 3 cards for you for 3 questions that you may have on your mind in, pertaining to love or any other area of your life. So think of those 3 questions and then we'll address them for you at the end of the reading. In your recent past, Virgo, we're looking at the 9 of Pentacles, the Lovers, so it's the beautiful Gemini energy, the choice energy, and also the World, which is usually about, cycles coming to an end and new cycles starting or beginning. So I feel that for many of you, especially there with the 9 of Pentacles, maybe you've met someone, maybe you've been with someone, you had a connection with someone for quite a while and it was beautiful, but maybe it never really sort of went past friendship. Maybe you weren't ready, maybe they weren't ready, but I feel that you've got this beautiful connection with someone and it's got the beautiful potential to actually work out with it, or had the beautiful potential to work out with that person in ways that can really be beneficial to both of you. I can see that the 2 of you could be just fantastic for one another, like super perfect, the connection that everybody's looking for. But then with this choice energy or Gemini energy, Lovers energy over there, for some reason you had a choice. You could go towards it, and there with the World energy we're going to clarify and we're going to see, but it does appear that it could be that maybe you left some of your sort of like your rigidity behind for how things must be, willing to compromise. But I do see though that something that had the potential to be really, really beautiful there, Virgo, I do see that has come to an end for many of you. And not even necessarily to an ugly end, but I do see that it's been drawn to an end. And it does feel that it may have maybe come from the other person's side, but it does feel that maybe you were the one that sort of energetically withdrew from this. There might have been a bit of fear that came in there. Maybe you just realized this is what you want, and this is sort of like what that person offers, and you kind of realize, well, the 2 are not sort of like congruent with one another. Okay, let's look at your current space. You've got the 3 of Swords, you've got the Chariot energy, which is a Cancerian energy, the water energy, and the 6 of Cups. So it seems like you're doing a little bit of a double take here, Virgo. Whereas with the 3 of Swords, you may have ended up missing this person really way more than you expected. And I mean, that happens sometimes where we let someone go and then you realize like, oh my goodness, but I really care about you. But I also feel that for a lot of you, especially where you are at the moment, I feel there's been a period of a lot of healing within yourself. It almost feels like some of you may have been almost like sabotaging the self a little bit when it comes to love and the things that you deserve. Maybe you had some challenges in the past that you needed to deal with. Maybe the examples in love that were set for you were not that positive, and not that supportive to the highest good. But I see that your heart is really healed. It's beautifully, beautifully healed. And I see that for many of you, you could see what life is really like without that person, without that energy, and they may have driven you insane. They may have done things that make you want to strangle them. But, the thing about absence is like, it makes the heart probably go stronger, or what is that saying? Absence makes the heart go, stronger. But I think it also makes the heart grow fonder sometimes, And there with the 6 of Cups, I feel that you're in the space. It's beautiful actually, where you're coming out of almost like a very dark energy within yourself, where you've released a lot of things, healed a lot of things within yourself. So maybe this time on your own has been necessary for you as well, Virgo. I feel that some of you have been through some really, really deep dark waters over here, but you really needed to sort of like, almost become aware of some of the things that you are holding on to and let those things go, you know. So all in all, even though it might not have been a pleasant period for you, it seems like it was a very beneficial period because it gave you a lot of clarity. In your current space, you have got the Tower energy, which is that Mars energy, which is a very fighting, conflicting sort of energy. But it's also that energy that lets you see what are the things in life that you do where you are sabotaging yourself, that is conflicting with the things that you actually want to have. So you've got the Tower, you've got the Page of Swords, and you've got the Page of Wands. All right? And pages are about epiphanies. It's about, you know, sort of like reconsidering. Whereas before you may have been like, hell no, you kind of think like, well, maybe I should give that a chance, see where this goes. Because with this Tower energy, I feel that for many of you, it's almost like you've been living a life that is very safe in a sense, you know, not taking risks, not taking chances, not putting your heart out there. Maybe you've taken a risk on love, didn't work out, not going to risk that again. And sort of getting into a space where you are realizing, especially now and going forward, how you are holding yourself back from the beauty of life. Because, you know, when we operate from a point that we never want to be hurt, we never take any chances, which means we never grow, you know. And in a way, you're almost never happy because you never allow yourself to just experience life. And I feel that some of you have been doing that. And so there's some contemplation going over there. Well, maybe I should consider giving my heart. Maybe they're the person for me, you know. Maybe they love me as well. Maybe they care about me. Maybe I should be open to receiving love is what I get for a lot of you, all right? So for those of you that have maybe completely cut a person off, I don't want to speak too fast, but there definitely seems to be the possibility of second chances here for you, all right? But let's clarify the recent past, the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, the World. You may have also dealt with someone here, Virgo, who, that person, maybe they were not ready to just, you know, not sort of be with you, and you were not ready or feeling ready to kind of give more than what they wanted, so your paths have sort of separated, all right? So you've got the Knight of Wands over here, you've got the the Knight of Swords, my apologies, the Ace of Swords, and the Sun energy. So some of you have had a very strong sort of conversation with yourself. And again, it's that realization of, I think I'd like to be with them, or at least I'd like to be with someone that makes me feel the way that they do. You know, that is maybe as easy flowing as things are with them, or, you know, maybe looking at another couple that are really, you know, things are beautiful and they've overcome some challenges and they've got a good flow, and say, well, I'd like to have that. You know, and once we say I'd like to have that, the entire universe conspires to get you the beautiful thing that you want to have. So the clarity that you got, and even those tears that you may have cried very secretly, I actually see an image of some of you literally pushing your face into a cushion so that others may not hear you cry, or maybe you didn't want to hear yourself cry, you know. And for some of you, you may have been very frustrated because you're like, why am I crying over this person? I don't want to cry over you. I just want to be over you and past you. But you know, it's when we make that beautiful connection with someone, and this is what you sometimes find very frustrating, Virgo, is that the heart wants what the heart wants. And, you know, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, if that's what the heart wants, that's what the heart wants. Okay? And for some of you, you realize, this is what my heart wants. It wants them, you know. Looking at your current space, the Three of Swords, the Chariot, the Six of Cups. Beautiful healing taking place here in your current space. You've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Fool, and you've got the Six of Pentacles. So for some of you, you might be in a space where your brain is just working overtime at the moment. Because there with the Knight of Wands, you sort of want to let them know how you feel, and you want to let them know now. And you just want to show up in the best possible way and say, this is how I feel, I want to be with you, please don't reject me. And it's beautiful because I actually see there with the Fool, it pays off quite positively. So if you can have the courage to be brave, to be brave and to be honest with another person, and to really speak about your feelings and to let them know how you feel, there is a huge possibility here that it can actually work out with that person. Okay, beautiful. Six of Pentacles. Now you're dealing with a person here that maybe they felt a little bit rejected by you, they felt hurt by you, and then they might say, well, I just need a little bit of time to work my mind around this. Remember, that is not saying no, all right? So be very mindful to not hear things from an emotional point, and use that beautiful mind of yours to really look at things with clarity and with honesty, because I really feel that you're dealing here with someone that they are ready to be with you, but it's almost like they just need to wrap their mind around it a little bit, okay? And clarifying your current space, the Tower, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. You have got the Justice energy, the Libra energy. You have got the King of Wands, is that lady sitting on the chair, is the King of Wands. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. So I feel that you are dealing here with a person that it might take them a little while to believe that you are serious, but I see that this is one of those things that maybe take on a slower pace, so you let them know how you feel, and they need a little bit of time, and the pace is a little bit slow. But it's one of those connections that it's, you know, sometimes it's better not to rush things, because when you rush them, you know, we sort of get all kinds of crazy around it. But I feel this is one of those things that, you know, it's almost like a very systematic steps are taken towards things, almost like the way that you would do things, beautiful Virgo. Where things are evening out. Okay, so what are we going to do? What is the long-term plan? What are your responsibilities? What are my responsibilities? How do we do this? And I feel that is how you get a beautiful space going there, beautiful flow going there with things, beautiful Virgo. There's stability coming in here, stability in your life, stability in money, stability in all of those beautiful, beautiful things. Because I feel that you've got some things that you need to wrap up, they've got some things that they need to wrap up, but I also sense that you are able to do this together if you can work with each other, as opposed to allow emotions to sort of throw you all over the place. Okay, so now is the time to draw those three angel cards for you. So think about those three questions that you have. Could be about love, could be about something else, my beautiful Virgos. And also, if the reading resonates with you, place your dominant hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, claim all this beauty for yourself. I'd really appreciate you giving a thumbs up to the video, liking it. For those of you that are subscribed, thank you so much. For those of you that are not subscribed, I'd really appreciate you considering subscribing, hitting that all notifications button so you know when your readings are coming out. But for question number 1, we've got ask for help from others. Okay? If you need some help, you need some guidance, you need some support, you need to maybe to soundboard, ask for help from others. Don't suffer in silence. Okay. Answer number 2. The universe is giving you a big yes over there. And for number 3, let's take it from the bottom. It says wait. Okay. And wait typically is, again, wait isn't no. Wait is, if you give it just a moment, there might be a better deal on the table. You may not see it right now, but there's something beautiful that is being offered to you. Okay, so that's what I got for you, my beautiful Virgos. I hope that it helps. If any of you are open to more extended personal universal guidance, you can always book a personal reading. The details for how to do that is down below in the description. I just want to mention that with love readings, you know, sometimes I get that people send me messages and they want to know what is the other person doing, what are they doing in their life, I want to know what they are up to. We don't look into other people's energy without their permission. That is prying, that is immoral. I always say it's like being a peeping Tom, it's like watching somebody in the bathroom. You know, we don't do that, it's just a no. There's a link for my step-by-step tarot reading course down below. There's a link for my free oracle card reading course. If any of you are open to greatly enhancing your life through regression hypnosis, what some people call past life regression, there's a link for that. There's some description there. You can have a look. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, your love and your light. Beautiful Virgo. I'll see you next time.